So I've had the new Glowforge Aura for about 2 weeks now, and I was working on my second project the other day when it broke. Basically what was happening is that the two sides that moved the laser forward and backwards, one of those sides would get further forward than the other. Then the main arm would be crooked and it couldn't move forward and backwards anymore, and the laser would make like this loud noise as it went across. And basically this happened repeatedly. Like I could push it back to its starting position, have it restart the alignment process, and then it would happen again and again and again. And I couldn't fix this. I had no idea how to fix this. I did a bunch of Googling, but A, this thing's only been out for 2 weeks, so random people haven't started posting about it. And B, it's only been out for 2 weeks, so the Glowforge company doesn't have a ton of material about it on their website, and so I basically didn't know what to do. So I emailed support. And it only took them about 2 hours to respond, which I actually thought was really good. However, the response they had was something I had already tried. And that was to take both sides and gently push it back into place and basically reset the calibration. And I had tried that 4 or 5 different times in hopes that this would be the time it magically worked. Yeah. So I emailed them back and said, hey, that didn't work. So then the next morning, a different guy responds, and this guy quotes the manual. And I'm over here like, what manual? So I searched the box very thoroughly. Yeah, so no instructions. Sad days. And I had just spent 2 hours searching the internet for like support and troubleshooting for this Glowforge and did not come across a manual. So I'm frustrated because I 100% would have read that manual if I'd had it. And now it's being quoted at me like it should have just materialized into my brain. Either way, he asks me to bring the Glowforge inside and take some pictures of it and do another test cut. So that's what I do. And magically, this time it works. Which, don't get me wrong, I am thrilled that my Glowforge has fixed itself. Like, awesome, amazing. I'm also kind of like, wait, like this is a reoccurring issue. This is the second time I've run into this. I don't want this to keep happening. Like, what am I doing wrong? And what do I need to do so that this doesn't happen again? And so I asked the guy, and he says that sunlight can affect the calibration. That if the picture that the camera takes is too bright, it struggles to process it and it struggles to align things properly. Which makes a lot of sense, but doesn't really affect the derailment issues I was having, where like one side got in front of the other. And so I'm wondering if maybe when the machine gets too warm, something expands and that's what's causing the issues? I don't know, but my takeaway is to stop doing projects outside. I also want to mention that this guy checked my camera logs, which means that the random support people at Glowforge have access to all of the images that your Glowforge camera has ever taken. And I'm sure they put that in the terms of service, I'm sure they're upfront about it, but I was still a little creeped out by it. Like, what if I'd put something with personal info in there? So, moral of this, don't put personal info into your Glowforge. Also, do your projects indoors. Also, I'm gonna check out the X tool. I don't know if I'm gonna like it better, I have no promises here, but I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna try and compare the two, and when I do that, I will put that video right here. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.